Let's get into it. You've probably seen them. The guy with the Lamborghini. The influencer softly pitching financial advice from bed, lit by a ring light. The crypto mystic, chart guy. The humble flexer sipping tea in a $2,000 hoodie.
I mean, how much was this, honestly, be honest?
They're not just selling a course. They're selling you a mirror, reflecting back the version of yourself you could be. If you just followed the blueprint. If you just joined the group. If you just click their link.
I'll have a link below.
You can make a lot more money as a swing trader compared to a day trader.
You just increase the budgets throughout the day. It's called surfing because it looks like.
But what if the real product isn't the course? What if the business model isn't teaching wealth? It's monetizing the desire for it. Today we're diving into the ecosystem of content creators who mastered one skill. Selling the dream of success without ever showing the full cost of the hustle. We're not just looking at who they are. We're looking at how they frame the grind, repackage it, and sell it over and over again. So sit tight. This isn't a takedown, it's a breakdown of influence, incentives, and the perfectly polished performance that is getting rich off the idea of getting rich. I've materialized. Now how to really understand how the system works. Because whether they come off as flashy, soft-spoken, spiritual, or just here to help, they're all selling different costumes stitched with the same fabric. Aspiration, authority, and urgency. Each one represents a different approach to the same formula. Create a lifestyle people crave, and then position yourself to be the shortcut to that lifestyle. So let's break it down, one character at a time. Not to mock, but to map out some patterns. Not to cancel, but to understand the choreography behind the content that sells the idea of success more than substance. Let's start with a familiar face. The luxury car dropshipping legend himself, Sebastian Ghiorghiu.
If you're a guy in your 20s and you don't have a Lamborghini, you should actually sit down and have like a serious discussion with yourself as to why you don't have a Lambo.
To be clear, this isn't a joke. This is serious advice. It shows us how wealth is being framed. This isn't about financial shaming. This is creating urgency through shame. Like, if you don't have luxury at 20, something's wrong with you. And right when you feel that pressure, bam, the solution is right there in front of you. Just click on one of his links and help yourself to one of his overpriced courses. This model only works when you feel like you're behind. Because when you feel like you're behind, you're more likely to pay to catch up. Now this part almost feels like it's grounded. Like, yeah, inequality does exist. But then...
Everybody can get rich. I don't think so. No. Oh, no, not at all. It's not possible. There will always be people that are poor, and there will always be people that are rich, no matter what. Even if you redistributed all the wealth in the world, it would all go back to the top 1%, and then the bottom 1% would be left without it. People that subscribe to me are a different breed. They have a much higher probability of being in the top 1%.
That's not how redistribution works. There's no such thing as a bottom 1%. See, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He throws in buzzwords to make it seem like he's an authority on the topic at hand. And to unsuspecting people, usually younger people, he might as well be. Because he walks the walk and he talks the talk, so why not? Why not give him a shot? He's telling you that inequality is inevitable, even natural. So if someone gets rich off of your desperation, that's just the way the game is played, baby.
But there will be another bull market, and Bitcoin will go to 100,000 in the next bull run. Your job watching this, if you really, really want to get to the next level, like 10x your net worth, is to put as much money as you possibly can into that market, starting in like 6 to 8 months or the next like 12 months. If you do that and then just don't think about it, you'll 10x your net worth.
And there it is. Put all your money into crypto. And don't think about it. If there ever was a pump and dump scheme, that was it, honestly. Telling people to invest all your money into crypto isn't just irresponsible, it's damn right criminal. This can't be legal. Here are some links you can find about Bitcoin to help you invest in it responsibly. The links to the websites and articles will be in the description. Now let's get back into the video. Every system has its apex predator. In this world, Ghiorghiu is the shark. Confident, high velocity. optimized for attention. And yes, somehow always managing perfectly styled, wind-resistant hair. But apex predators rarely swim alone, because in every current of influence, there are remora, smaller players who attach themselves to bigger ones, feeding off momentum they didn't generate.
And then know that most people will not sign up. It's like
I know, it's frustrating.
Paying you guys.
It's
literally
frustrating.
Paying you guys, which you guys usually have to pay us to buy a course. We're paying you to start, and so start and use our free resources and get rich.
We're giving it to you for free.
Yeah.
And we're offering you money.
Yes.
I'm paying you. Like 2 years ago, it was like, oh, you want to learn dropshipping? Buy my course for all this money. No, free course, free YouTube channel, and we're paying you to start.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro.
Now let's talk about the ecosystem around Ghiorghiu. Because you don't build the content empire alone. You need affiliates, people who adopt your style, copy your pitch, and ride the same algorithmic wave. He's part of Ghiorghiu's Down with Mediocrity brand, DWMB for short, Digital Wealth MB. Don't ask me what the MB stands for. A kind of digital fraternity of financial influencers where you don't need credentials, just conversions. Esqueda's approach mirrors the original playbook. Sell ambition, promise clarity, and most importantly, link your credibility back to someone else's. In this setup, he's not the shark. He's the remora, the suckerfish, the follower who gains speed by sticking close to someone else's current. But the value isn't just in what they say, it's in the strategy. Leverage another creator's image to build your own authority. This is how pyramid-shaped ecosystems grow without looking like pyramid ecosystems. Not by promising cash, but by promising proximity. So while Ghiorghiu sells the fantasy of being at the top, Esqueda packages what it looks like to be one step below. Accessible, replicable, and just close enough to the shark to look like a predator. But in reality, he's riding the wake. And the suckerfish that he is, if you fall for it, you're the sucker. Now, not all sales pitches look like pitches. Some sound like secrets. This isn't about content, it's about tone. Ella's brand of advice is intimate, soothing. It feels like trust. But that trust is the product.
Years on TikTok because I wanted to make money online, and now I realize that people are going to talk about me, whether it's good or whether it's bad, but I'm doing what I love, and I typically don't work a day of my life because I'm following my passion and I'm doing what's best for me. So stop listening to what everyone else has to say and just keep doing your thing, because you will get there and you'll be the one laughing at the end of the day.
We're not watching a financial educator here. We're watching a new genre of influencer, the financial bestie. Her expertise is not verified. It's vibed. And the strategy? It's simple. Copy someone who's already copying someone else.
You're not making at least 10k a month? Listen up. Hi, my name is Ella. I am 21 years old and I'm a digital entrepreneur from Melbourne, Australia. Decided to reach out to her, and I always think back, like if I didn't reach out to my mentor back then. Basically, I just leverage experts and I leverage my social media. So when I say leverage experts, the entry price, the currency, the stop loss and the take profit, pretty much all the details, I put them into my trading app and I take the profit. Also, I promise my face does match my neck. It's just this filter. I don't know if it's the lighting, but I'm just looking a bit crazy on the camera. Copy and paste, copy and paste. I'm just looking a bit crazy on the camera. Copy and paste. I'm just looking a bit crazy on the camera. I'm just looking a bit crazy on the camera. I'm just looking a bit crazy.
We get it.
It's like a financial chain reaction, and each layer of imitation moves you further from anything resembling insight. This is how trust is built on platforms that reward familiarity over accuracy. If it feels authentic, it spreads. If it converts, it scales. And of course we get the usual out. It's not financial advice, but it is persuasive. And that's the point. When you blur the line between community and commerce, between friendship and a pay funnel, you don't need credentials, just comfort. It's a soft sell with a hard impact.
Whether it's good or whether it's bad, but the people who talk the most are the people that are below you.
So what is Ray Durant actually offering you when she says she's making money online? At first glance, it's a familiar story. She's 21 from Melbourne, former traffic controller, overworked, unhappy, looking for a way out. Ray Durant says she makes money online, and she does. But not from products, not from strategy, and definitely not from teaching you how to trade. She gets trade signals from Telegram groups, pre-written messages from supposed experts. She copies and pastes them on an app, and that's her trading strategy. She runs an AI crypto bot in the background. It trades for her. She calls it automation, no explanation of risk, no explanation of how the bot works, no explanation of bugs, no explanation of anything. All you know is that it's AI and it's magical and it works for her and she doesn't need to even think about it, not even for a second. She can sleep comfortably knowing that all her money on her portfolio is managed by this bot. Since when did you need to automate investing? Investing literally takes 30 seconds to a minute to do. It takes me a minute to do every month. At the end of the month, I just sit down. I know the stocks that I usually invest in, super safe stocks, have been making money since the 50s. And I purchase them, and that's the end of it. No need for automation. What is this new age obsession with AI and how it could help us? You don't need AI to invest. Step 3 in the real income stream of how Ray Durant makes her money. It's by recruiting you. She uses TikTok and Instagram to recruit people into the same platform she joined. It's like an MLM. Nothing's changed here. Nothing's new. It's rinse and repeat, rebranded and kind of unimaginative. But it works. She doesn't need 2 million people to join to make a buck. She can be pretty wealthy from having 10,000 people join. And that's the point. All she needs to do is screw over 10,000 people.
Years on TikTok because I wanted to make money online, and now I realize that people are going to talk about me, whether it's good or whether it's bad, but I'm doing what I love, and I typically don't work a day of my life because I'm following my passion and I'm doing what's best for me. So stop listening to what everyone else has to say and just keep doing your thing, because you will get there and you'll be the one laughing at the end of the day.
She uses TikTok and Instagram to recruit you into the same platform she joined. She's not offering mentorship, she's offering a funnel. So when she says she's a digital entrepreneur, what she really means is she's reselling someone else's system, packaged in lifestyle content. No products, no track record, just copy, paste, and post. You need to know what you're getting into. There's nothing wrong with following your passions, Ella. The problem comes when you pretend like it's somehow virtuous to follow your passions, when your passions include making money through ill-gotten gains. The problem comes when you pretend like you're helping people, misleading them, advising them into financial decisions when you're not qualified. That's the problem. Just because you're following your passion does not mean that it's somehow virtuous to screw people over. You don't know what you're putting them through. You yourself don't know. You're just squeezing them through your pay funnel so that you can get rich off them. And consequences be damned. Whatever happens to them, happens to them. At least you're following your passion. Does that make sense? Is that okay? Where is your conscience? You're not a registered financial advisor. Stay in your lane. There's absolutely nothing wrong with following your passions. But when your passions are making money through ill-gotten gains, that's when we have a problem. And that's when people start voicing their opinions and you ignoring them, pretending like they're just haters or somehow jealous of you because of how you look.
It's like the more money that you make or the better you do or the better you look.
I'm only saying this to you because I was 21 years old once upon a time. And honestly, I don't think you're a lost cause like the other people I've featured in this video. I know it somehow seems like an injustice in your mind that a girl as pretty as you has to work a 9-to-5 job like everybody else. And you know what? You might be right. Maybe it's a waste of your potential. Maybe it's a waste of everybody's potential to be working at factories or working at, I don't know, like a fast food chain restaurant. It could very well be a waste of everybody's potential. Even you. I also know that this might seem like it's somehow an injustice. That somehow you are entitled to a lifestyle that is leaps and bounds above everybody else that's living an average lifestyle in Australia. I also know that that entitlement may also lead you to think that it is justified to make money through any means possible, just to supplement the initial injustice that was leveled upon you from the very beginning. The injustice being you having to work a 9 to 5. I am here to remind you that behind every profile picture, every like, every comment, every share is a real person with real aspirations, not very different than what your aspirations are. These people also deserve a fair shot at making it out of the 9 to 5 drag. I think that's the real takeaway here. When people quote unquote hate on you, maybe you should listen to them. Go a bit deeper than the superficial takeaway that is they're jealous of you. Because I guarantee you that was not their intention. No one wants to be seen as the jealous type. Everybody wants to be seen as the person who stands up for what's right. And what's right is calling out financial shady schemes. The same financial scheme that you were pitching, that are implemented in. You're still pretty young. There's still time to come back. And it's not necessary to sell your soul just to make a quick buck on the internet. Before taking financial advice from anyone online, especially those promoting courses and investment strategies, verify their credentials. There are multiple government and private tools you can utilize. In Canada, check CSA, Canadian Securities Administrators Database, or CSIRO, Canadian Investment Regulatory Organization, for licensed professionals. In the US, you can use FINRA. If they're not listed, they're likely not qualified to give you financial advice, no matter how confident, entertaining, or an alpha male they seem to be. If you see any of these signs, run away. When you see ludicrously expensive courses, they're likely just trying to fund their expensive and lavish lifestyles to sell other people the image that they are successful, and in turn getting them to sign up to their courses. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe and see more videos, hit the subscribe button. This video took me a very long time to make. Just the research alone took a decent couple weeks. And the editing, oh my god. You've probably noticed I changed shirts multiple times. My beard grew from the start of this video. Took a lot of effort. I would really appreciate the support. Leave a comment if you want to see improvement, if you'd like to criticize. I'm open to taking new ideas. I hope you guys found it very beneficial. I hope the resources help you on your journey to making money, saving money, and just being financially independent for once. I know that term gets thrown around a lot. At the end of the day, who doesn't want to be financially independent? Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.